Let's talk about artificial intelligence. And I mean, forget the sci-fi stuff for a minute. AI is here, right now, and it's already one of the most powerful forces shaping our world. So let's really dig into what that means.
Think about it. It's right there in your pocket, powering that smartphone you might be watching this on. It's on your screen, pretty much deciding everything you see, what you watch, what you read, what you buy. And get this, it's even in our hospitals, helping doctors spot diseases faster and more accurately than we ever thought possible.
And this, right here, brings us to the heart of the matter. AI kind of has two faces. On one side, you've got this incredible promise, the potential to solve some of humanity's biggest, gnarliest problems. But on the other side, well, it's creating brand new problems, ones that are so complex, we're just now trying to get our heads around them.
So let's start with one of the biggest challenges, which is bias in the machine. How on earth can these incredibly smart systems end up learning our absolute worst habits? Okay, so what exactly is AI bias? Well, the thing you have to remember is that AI models learn from data. That's it. And if the data we feed them is full of our own historical prejudices, about race, gender, you name it, the AI won't just learn those biases, it can actually put them on steroids.
And this isn't some academic theory. The consequences are very, very real. We're talking about facial recognition systems that just don't work as well for people with darker skin. Hiring algorithms that automatically screen out perfectly qualified people. Even loan systems that just bake in the financial inequalities that already exist. It's discrimination, just written in code.
This brings us to the next huge ethical minefield: privacy, power, and control. Because in this new age of AI, there's a new currency, a new kind of oil, and it's our data.
And this quote just nails it. AI's hunger for data is insatiable. For these systems to get smarter, they need a constant, never-ending fire hose of information about us, what we do, where we go, everything.
So we're all making this fundamental trade-off, whether we realize it or not. We get all these amazing, super personalized services, which is great. But in return, our individual privacy just shrinks and shrinks, and the risk of that data being misused, well, that goes through the roof.
Which leads to a really critical question we have to ask ourselves about our own free will. As these systems get scarily good at making decisions for us, are we just ceding too much control? Are we starting to trust the algorithm more than we trust ourselves?
And if we are ceding control, that opens up this whole other can of worms: accountability. I mean, when an AI messes up, a self-driving car crashes, or an algorithm unfairly denies someone a loan, who exactly is to blame?
The problem is this tangled chain of ambiguity. Is it the programmer's fault, the company that sold the system, the person who used it, or, and this is where it gets really weird, could it someday be the AI itself? Our laws just aren't built for this.
And what makes this all so much harder is something called the black box problem. See, a lot of the most powerful AIs can give you an incredibly accurate answer, but they literally can't tell you how they got it. Their inner workings are a total mystery, sometimes even to the people who design them.
Okay, so we've looked at the perils, and it's a lot, but it is not all doom and gloom. The real question, the important one, is what do we do now? How do we build a responsible future and actually chart a course for ethical AI?
I think the first and most important thing to understand is this. Building ethical AI isn't something you just do once and then check a box. It's not a destination you get to. It has to be a constant, ongoing process of checking, questioning, and improving.
So what does that process actually look like? Well, it all starts with the data, making sure it's inclusive and diverse right from the get-go. Then it's about building models that are transparent, models that can actually explain their thinking. And finally, it takes constant work, auditing these systems, fiercely protecting our data, and, maybe most crucial of all, always keeping a human in the loop with meaningful oversight. At the end of the day, all of these steps, all this hard work, it's all pointing to one simple, powerful goal. We have to ensure this technology makes human lives better, that it enhances our well-being instead of chipping away at it.
So ultimately, it all comes down to this. There is no doubt that AI will shape our future. That train has left the station. The only question that really matters now is the one we have to answer together. How will we shape our AI?